Alright guys, this is just going to be a little video of changing out the shifter shaft seal on a Turbo 350. Still got a leak coming out of the transmission. It's coming around my shifter shaft. So they make a little seal that goes around there, and this is the tool and the seal. The tool is to remove it and install it. I see a lot of guys on YouTube trying to dig them out of there with screwdrivers and doing stuff like that, and especially with such a small seal. You can see how small this thing is. I mean, it's big, you know, not much bigger than my finger. You start digging around that shaft with a screwdriver, you're going to gouge the shaft and make it, you know, a sharp edge or a gouge in it, then you're going to definitely have a leak in it. Then you'll be having to buy you a shifter shaft rebuilding kit, which comes with a new shaft and everything, and then you got to drop your pan and change all that out and then try and put a new seal in there. So this is just hopefully the easy way to get them in and out if you got the room. I mean, some cars don't have a lot of room between the transmission tunnel and the transmission to change these out, so I mean, it's going to depend on your vehicle, but luckily here with the El Camino I can get right to it. It looks like I'll be able to use the tool, take it out, and get right in on to put it back in. So I'm going to show you all how to use it. The tool, it's only about 10 bucks. Actually, I make one for like 6 bucks. Go to your Napa dealer. You can probably see the part number there. Tell them you need this part number. Like 10 bucks for the tool. And it comes with this piece here, which is actually the remover. Screw this piece into the seal over the shaft, and then you tighten it down, and then tighten this nut up, or this bolt up, and it actually pulls it out of the housing. And then this piece here, of course, is just the installer tool. Slides over it and drives the seal back in. So that'll be, you know, sitting on top of the seal, and then you just drive that back into the side of the transmission a little bit. So, but that's all you need. If you want to get the seal, same thing. Napa part only costs like 4 bucks. Fits all your Turbo 350s, Turbo 400, the 700Rs, and they all use the same seal. So it's pretty much universal for all of them. So let me get set up and I'll show you how to pull this seal out and show you how to put a new one in. Okay guys, this is what I'm talking about. That's my shifter shaft, and you can see it's leaking out the side transmission. It's where my shifter hooks up for my floor shifter, or well, column shift, floor shift, whatever. It's all the same thing. I've already unhooked my linkage. As you can see, it's leaking pretty good outside that seal. So there's probably a lot of guys out there that think they have a transmission pan seal or, you know, dipstick tube that's leaking or something like that. A lot of times you can trace it back to this because it really doesn't look like it. If you look up from the bottom of the transmission, it just looks like it's leaking off the bottom of the transmission and around the pan. Because it's such a small little leak, especially when you got your shifter arm in the way. You can drip off it and run down or run back on the transmission. So may check that out next time if you got a transmission leak and you don't know where it's coming from or you can't seem to figure it out. Look for your shifter shaft seal. So okay, get this set up and I'll see if we can get this part out. I'll show you what that's like. Okay guys, all I did is took that seal removal tool, just basically screwed it in there by hand, and then got in there with a 5/8 wrench on the end of it there. Just tighten it in like you're tightening a bolt. Put a little pressure on the end of it with my thumb to keep it pushed in, and tool screwed right into basically should be the seal. Screwed it down until it's pretty tight. I didn't want to push it too hard, so hopefully it'll just pull itself right out. So now all I got to do is tighten in that center screw, the silver screw, and it should hopefully pull the whole seal out. Now I wish I had 3 hands or a way to hold this and show you all how to do it, but I can't, so I will go ahead and pull it out and show you. Hopefully the seal will be stuck to the end of this tool, and then we can put the new seal in. Alright, here we go. Alright guys, I'm going to try and do this with one hand and see if I can get to pull this seal out. So see, I'm tightening this center bolt in. So it should hopefully be pulling that seal out right now. I think it has pulled it out. Give it a pull. Yep, there it is. So see, right there, man. Doesn't take you not 2 minutes to insert that tool into it. Turn that out a few times, and now you got your shifter shaft seal removed. Now I can get that all cleaned out, and I can get the seal taken off the end of the tool here. Let's see here. Get a picture of it. But that's it. That's your seal removal tool. Screws right down in the center of it. Pulled it right out just as easy as it can be. So if you got the room like I got, you can get in there with something that's that big. Then you can pull that seal out with no problem. Like I said, tool costs, you can get them for less than 10 bucks. So I say it's well worth it. Not risking, like I say, scratching things up or gouging things so your new seal doesn't seal. So, okay, I'm going to get things cleaned up, and then I'll show you how to put the new seal back in. Alright guys, so here we got. I got it cleaned out. Just took some brake clean, a clean rag, wiped it all out. Kind of felt around the shaft, make sure there was nothing, no burrs or anything. If there was, I'd take a little emery cloth or something, try and clean them up, but it actually looks all pretty good. So what I got is, obviously, the shifter shaft sticking out. Got the old seal out. Got the new seal right here. Got it all greased up. I'm going to take it and pack it full of synthetic grease, just like you would a pinion bearing or wheel bearing or anything else like that. Helps seals it up, and plus keeps it from being dry. Help it go on during installation. Got the other tool right here. This is to put it on. Let's see if I can back up a little bit here. So I'm going to use this to put it back in, drive it in, that slips over the shaft. And what I'm going to do, I got enough space that I'm going to use this long extension that I use to bang things out if I need to. It's kind of mushroomed up on each end, but that's kind of what I use it for, stuff like this. So I should be able to just get a straight shot on it, should be able to just tap it right in. These seals aren't like real hard to get in and out, so I'm going to take it, tap it in there, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get it done. Alright guys, there it is. It's installed. No big deal. Actually didn't even use the extension. With the little installer tools, able to get it up on there, just kind of squared it up and got in there with my little ball peen hammer and just banged it a couple times. And it went right in. It's a little loose right at the very edge. I've seen some guys talk about not recessing it past the little bevel, but it really kind of pushed right in there easily, so I got it recessed just a little bit past that bevel. So we'll see if it starts to leak or not. The only thing I did notice is this seal is not as thick as the one that came out as far as wideness of the seal itself. So I guess time will tell to see if it starts to leak or not. If it does, then I'll see if I can find another one that's as thick as the factory or the one that was in here. So, but hopefully for now it'll stop my leaking issue and hopefully help some of you guys who got transmission leaks that you don't know where it's coming from. And an easy way to try and repair them. So. Alright, well, keep in touch with us. We'll keep making more videos till I get this thing down the road. And next video is probably going to show my new headlights and HID headlight system I put in. Or are putting in. So everything ought to look real good across the front. Got the new glass and everything in, so we're on a roll. So alright, check back for new videos.